Well, I didn't go to school after I graduated from high school. Only in the sense I graduated in '55. The board decision was in 1954, right?
Mm.
So it really wasn't implemented until years later.
Mm.
So I personally didn't have any experience with integrated education. My education was segregated in the sense that when I went to school, I went to all black school, all black grade school, high school, which was in Scott.
The next one is, what was your personal reaction to the documents being signed and having the hope that everything would soon be equal
What
in
was
life?
my personal action
Reaction
to that decision?
as like a step forward.
Um, when it happened, you have to understand that here we are going to school, to sixth grade school,
Mm.
and you hear the news, the Brown versus Board, you hear that, the Supreme Court has passed a decision making segregation, illegal. So the law of the land was going to be integration. So there was talk in the school, and in the school where I was going to say, well, when segregation come, or integration, that was going to be a way we were going to get equal education, because you probably have read and saw stories on news about how the African American children, how the schools that we attended, and the books that we had were used from the white kids. With nothing, you would get a book with somebody written over it, and some of the desks that they were hand me down kind of thing. So this is the way they dealt with us at that time. But one thing about it, we were always taught to make the best out of whatever you have. Your parents taught you that, and but but when that decision, when it was kind of assumed or presumed that this was going to bring equality uh, to the kids who went to school. We heard the teachers. I remember that we would have discussions on it. What do you think integration is going to come? But it wasn't going to come. Wasn't going to come in our time. It was going to come later.
Um, the final question is, what was the community's reaction? Because it was over a
I
period of
got your
time.
question. It's a good question. Uh, the community, particularly African. You're talking about the African American
Yes, sir.
community, right? Because how would we? We were the way we dealt with segregation is that it was the law of the land, and we felt that we had to live through it, and so it was not we didn't like it. If you listen to John Lewis, he called good trouble. We were taught as children, don't get in trouble.